Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Nick. Welcome back to Nuke Survival. Today we're going to go over must-haves for your home. Now, we have a 2,000 square foot ranch that we just put together this year. So, we're trying to move as quick as we can to get our stuff that we need and that we want in, and to get it ready for like an off-the-grid type of situation. Now, up here in northeastern PA, any amount of wind or heavy snow knock out the power for days. Now, that being said, most of these things, if you live where in the city, you don't really need a pellet stove, per se. So, this is out in the country, must-haves for your home. So to start off here, we have a Harman P68. We just got this year. I forget the specs on it. It was like 80,000 BTU or something. This works extremely well. For what it is, keeps basement at 72. Keeps upstairs running around 68, 69, which is comfortable. It burns about a bag, depending on how cold it is. A bag can go for 24 hours or it can go for 12 hours. But we went with the pellet stove. We were intentionally looking for a secondary heat source because we have baseboard electric, and that costs so much money. But we were looking for a wood stove originally that doesn't use any power. But since we got our generator, we said, you know what, we can power this off the generator, and it'll be fine. And this is a pellet stove is a whole lot easier than a wood stove is. You don't have to. We don't have any like woods on our land. It's just a 2-acre lot of, openness. But you would have to have logs shipped in, or logs cut already, shipped in. You'd have to cut it, split it, stack it. You're burning oil, you're burning bar and chain oil, gas. You've got to sharpen your chains. It's a lot of work and a lot of cost if you break it down than going out and buying a ton of pellets at a time. So, number one must-have is a pellet stove. Now we bring it over here. Now, pellets. You want to have a pellet stove and you want to have a good source, good stock up of pellets. Now, at a single time, I carried 3 ton down here. We burned through a ton. I think we've been running through it about a month now, which is that's what we planned for. We have a 3-month stock of pellets. So after we get done with this Lignetics white bag right here, and we start dipping into the dry creek, I'm gonna go pick up another ton. Because you want to have a low limit. Once we have 1 ton, it's time to get another ton. So that white bag should get us through December, hopefully in a part of January, and then hopefully 1 more ton should get us through most of the winter. So that's the second must-have, a stock of your secondary heat source. All right, following along the lines of a pellet stove and general house, in here, you want to have this labeled properly. Have it labeled, know what everything does and whatnot. So, you want to have backup. Let's see if I can get this in there. Backup breakers. So our generator that does, when we lose power, runs off a 30 amp that we feed into the breaker box. You want to have a backup of that. That's number one, I would say. Now, generator runs off a 15 amp. It's on its own breaker. You want to have a backup of that. You want to have a backup of basically everything. You don't have to have a backup of every single breaker. Just to have two 15 amps, have two 20 amps, have, you know, a couple 30 amps. Just have a couple, you know, spares so you can get through what you need to get through and keep going. So spare breakers is definitely a good idea to have. All right, don't mind the mess. Like I said, we just put this house together this year, so I'm working on storage and stuff. So with having the generator and the gas for stock, now the generator, if you have the manual, that's another good thing to have is the manual for your generator. It says to change the oil every 100 hours. Break-in period was 20 hours. We just got to that. I think we're up to like 40, 50 hours total with the generator. About 30 hours since I changed it last. We got that generator this year as well. But you want to keep a couple spare quarts of this oil it takes. This one takes 10W30 4-cycle. You want to keep a spare one of those. And for the gas, I use the Startron fuel treatment. Sometimes we'll burn up the gas like all the time. Some days we'll go a month without using the generator. You want to have your fuel treated, keep the water out of it, keep your generator good, so you have no problems. Keep the maintenance up on it. This is good for stabilizes fuel for 2 years. Treats up to 48 gallons. Doesn't give you really like a pour limit. It gives you stuff and it gives you how much one cap treats. I guess one cap treats at half a gallon. So. Alright, so here we got my Echo EG 10,000. It's a 10,000 watt generator, 7,500 running. This thing powers the whole house. It is a must. Holds 7 gallons, 30 amp plug. Definitely need to get a generator. That's a must have. I keep my gas outside our basement in our Belco basement doors. Unfortunately, we had to have Belco doors, but these are 5 gallon gas cans. They are full. They have their fuel treatment. So it's good to keep a stock of gas, you know, in the winter time. Summertime, you don't lose power as much. If you know there's a thunderstorm coming or a windstorm, go pick yourself up some gas. You'll use it mowing your lawn, so it's not a big deal to not have gas in the summer. But in the winter, you want to stay warm. You know, you want to keep the house warm. So I got 10 gallons down here. This is mixed gas from the chainsaw, and I have the generator full at 7 gallons with fuel treatment in it. So I'm ready to go when the time comes. So, alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that video of the home must-haves. It's a little bit all over the place, but you get the gist of it pretty much. It's, you know, my stuff we use doesn't necessarily have to be the stuff you use. You know, everybody has their own tricks and stuff, what they use, how they get by, and you know, when it comes down to the need to be like a survivalist, kind of. So hope you guys liked the video. See you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe, share. Peace.